So I am gonna try and keep this video as short as I can. I want to be very brief and straight to the point. So this video is a follow-up of the post that I made on um, my Facebook yesterday. And also, just as a disclaimer, I will be giving you guys a summary of what has unfolded or what has transpired since I posted that warning thing. Um, but I will not give you guys the names of or the identities of the other victims. But I will tell you guys what has happened because I feel like it is an injustice if I don't. Because then the point of me posting what I posted on my Facebook was so that you guys know about this guy, and then the other victims can also know and reach out and say, like, yo, this guy is legit a crook. And that's exactly what I got. My sister is fine. Guys, um you know before I begin, I think that's the most important thing that we need to get out of the way. My sister is fine. She's good. Of course, she was in shock when she found out, and she was hurt knowing that she's been with this guy for 3 years, and then that he was dating other women as well, and he was swindling. He was a swindler. Um, of course, that hurts. Anyone would be hurt by that, because she genuinely did care about this person. He got married 5 months after they broke up, which is how then we were able to piece everything together and realize that he was dating my sister while dating the woman that he's married to now. So my sister is fine. She was in the process of moving on. She is dating. She is, like, don't worry about that. She's not like in shambles. It's not that deep. If anything, I'm worried about the woman that this man is married to. That's the person that I am kind of like, but anyways, let's get into the story. So the first victim is obviously my sister. I'm not even laughing, but yeah, the first victim is my sister. Like I said, she was dating this guy for 3 years. He started showing signs of being entitled to my sister's finances. She started to feel more like she was mothering him. You understand? She started to feel more like she was his sponsor, if that makes better sense. And then she started like losing interest in the guy, and then eventually they broke up. So the thing that he was borrowing money from her was the first problem, and then another thing was that he was also trying to get her pregnant. He was trying to trick her into getting pregnant. That's another thing. And then the other thing was that he just used to go out a lot. And now, knowing what I know, I'm not sure if he was genuinely going to groove, or maybe he was just going out to do the other things that he was doing. Because while they were together, there were no signs that this guy was living a triple life. It's not even a double life. This guy was living a triple life. There were no signs of that. And so, but he was someone that enjoyed going out a lot, and he would sometimes even borrow money from my sister for him to go drink. Yeah, but or maybe he was lying. He was using groove as an excuse to get money as well from my sister. I don't know. I don't know. But okay, anyways, so yeah, they were like in a really like serious relationship. Yeah, so there were talks also of him sending incwadi to my parents' home. Incwadi yamalobolo, ukuyocela ukulobola. And my sister was a bit hesitant because she was not sure if she was ready to settle down with this guy because of his financial state and just the kind of lifestyle he was living. So she did kind of feel like, let me take a step back a bit, which was good. I'm glad she did that. His future plans were not making sense. I remember at some point this guy told my sister that he was planning or wants to go to London. Something about being a driver in London. He was gonna go work there and save money, and then like set up everything, set up the life there for them. And then when he has everything together, then my sister was gonna move to London and be with him, and then they were gonna like be based there and have a family there and all that stuff. And she didn't push the thing shadow because she was not sure, and they broke up. Okay, sharp. They broke up around April this year, 2022. They broke up around April, and they were gonna make 3 years. Their anniversary was gonna be in June, which is 3 years of being together. So in a way, they kind of were like together for 3 years because they broke up in April, May, June. Like, you know what I'm saying? They were together for 3 years. I'm just gonna stick to that. They broke up, but they were still kind of cool. Yabo. Okay, and then at some point, about 7 weeks ago, this guy tried to get back together with my sister. Yabo. He wanted to talk or something like that. And she was like, okay, we can meet and talk. But she had a boundary. Yoguti, we're not together anymore. But 2 weeks into them chatting and trying to fix things, the guy went back to his old ways. He again tried to manipulate my sister into giving him money. And this time he was like, it's money for him to go to a wedding. One parent is allegedly from KZN and the other one is from Zimbabwe, but he's a Zimbabwean. Basically, that's what he is. He's a Zimbabwean. Um, and so he was telling my sister, like prior to trying to manipulate her into giving him money, he was telling her that he has to go to a cousin's wedding in Zimbabwe. And he would often go to Zimbabwe when they were together, really. So it wasn't like a weird thing. And my sister would sometimes even beg for his family. And at some point, his mom spoke to my sister on the phone, called her, hey, Makoti, thank you for baking for us, whatever, whatever. Yeah, but now he once bought my family a cake. We took the cake back home, but we didn't obviously tell my parents it was from a man, but I think my mom knew. But anyways, yeah, but so the families were kind of, in a way, the families knew that this person had this person and this person had this person. It was just a matter of now it wasn't official because there were no lobolas involved yet. He created this sob story about how he cannot come up with enough funds to make his commute to Zimbabwe. And my sister, already knowing his tactics after being with this man for 3 years and seeing that he was manipulative and trying to always get money, swindle money out of her, she already knew. And she was like so disappointed when he did that because she was like giving him like a chance, like, okay, I'm giving you a chance to prove that you have changed. And when this is the first thing you hit me with, like you're trying to win me back, do something. And then the first thing you do that is major is you asking me for money again, Yabo. And then my sister was just like, I'm not gonna help him this time. I'm not gonna be manipulated into that. Eventually they agreed, like, you know what, this thing is not gonna be the same anymore. We're not gonna be the same anymore. So we might as well just stick to being friends. And my sister's like, yeah, that's also what I want. Let's just stick to being friends, because obviously clearly he hasn't changed. So why would she want to get back together with him? And this was like 2 weeks ago, if not 3 weeks. If this is not the third week, that was probably 3 weeks ago, where they had that chat of they were trying to get back together and then eventually agreed, let's just be friends. That was like 3 weeks ago. Sharp, okay, that's my sister's daughter. That's the first victim. That's victim number one. But again, these people, they go to the same gym still. Yabo. They bumped into each other at the gym. Yabo. Nothing weird, nothing unusual. Bumped into each other at the gym, because now they're cool. Like it's now they're cool. Now they're just friends. They bumped into each other at the gym. He's like friendly, and then he said something along the lines of, "You should come visit me." And my sister was like, "Visit you?" And then he was like, "Yeah, because as friends, we can still visit each other, as friends." And then they laughed and whatever. And that was it. That was the chat that they had. That same Tuesday, my sister gets home. And as she's charging her phone, I guess she went through her phone. And then she's like showing me a message. That's when we found out the bomb. That's when the bomb was dropped. It landed directly, directly as if it was intended to land where it landed and how it landed. We see the photos. How Candyman's is married. We're like, what? I'm like, no, there's no way. They're not wearing a ring, Labantu. There's no way he's married. And she was like, but I just spoke to him like now, like a few minutes ago at the gym. And he was like trying to get me to come visit him at his place. I think he's married. We're like, no, there's no way. I'm like, no, there's no way. I walk to the kitchen. As I'm walking to the kitchen, my sister, she goes and she does her research and whatever, on the internet. Boom, finds out that the guy is indeed actually married. This means that the money that he was borrowing from my sister for him to go to Zimbabwe for his cousin's wedding was actually money he was borrowing for his own wedding because he got married that weekend. But again, anyways, fast forward. That's victim number one story. Okay, victim number one. So stay with me. Victim number two story. Sharp. So I posted that thing, and then after I posted that thing, you get the next day, I got a call in the morning. It was this lady. This lady was like, "Yo, hi, Z Unjan," like a Zulu lady. I was like, "Hi, yeah, please, whatever, whatever. What's going on? Like, who are you? Why are you calling me?" She wasn't even rude or anything. Yeah, but lady told me, hey, so is this guy not? I think she said Togos on Tutu. Was this guy's name not Togos on Tutu or what? Then it clicks in my head. So I still had anxiety from the nights before because my sister and I were so in shock when we found out that this guy went and got married. You know what I'm saying? Because then it was obvious to us that he was living a double life. At that time, it was a double life, we thought. Because it was obvious that in fact, he cheated on my sister. And he was living another life with this woman. And probably the money that he was swindling from my sister, we thought he was sending it to this woman back wherever she was based. We didn't know her like that. Anyways, so by that woman, I'm talking about the wife. So okay, victim number two, and then she called me, telling me, "Hi, Bella, this guy been looking for him. This guy been looking for him. He owes me money." I'm like, whoa. He's like, yeah, this guy owes me with my 60K. I was like, what? She's like, yeah, this guy owes me with my 60K. This guy gave me a false name. I run a business. She apparently this woman, okay, she runs a business name, and she's like a loan shark, basically, but a legal loan shark. And then this guy came to her because she knew him, I think, from around here in Pretoria or whatever. And then the guy came to her business and asked if he could, like, get a loan of 60K. Apparently, at the time, that lady said that his reason was that he said he was expecting a baby. And then this was like 5 months ago, while he was, I think, after he had just broken up with my sister. He told this lady he wants a loan for 60K for a baby and he needs help, whatever, whatever. So this lady helped him out because she knew him, and it's so then he gave her the wrong details, contact details. So he never paid back that lady's 60K. And so now the lady was livid. She was upset. She's been looking for him. I'm like hearing all of this. I'm like, damn. Okay. One thing positive is coming out of this is that number one, I'm proven right. This guy was actually a swindler. And number two, my sister was not his only victim. So already I'm feeling good about this thing. I'm like, oh my God, thank God I posted that thing. Thank God I posted that thing. Sharp, okay. Then the lady, we talked to that lady, Sharp, and then so she's in the process of trying to get her money back, whatever, whatever. I'm not going to get into details about that because I'm also waiting for a conclusion from her. It's not like something light, whatever. This is a serious matter. Some fraudulent business because clearly he approached this lady and he was very conniving. He's very conniving, and on top of already the things that he has done, being conniving and committing fraud like that, because that's pretty much what it is. It's fraud. Um, yeah. So that's that. That's the second victim. Okay, again, moving forward, fast. So the first victim is my sister. Second victim is this lady that he owes 60K. Third victim, Shab. How that happened was, okay, after this phone call with this 60K lady, with victim number two, I'm like, okay, so as we were processing that, me and my sister, this all happened yesterday now, and it's on Wednesday. So as I'm processing that, me and my sister were shocked. Oh, he owes this. What? Anyways, and then I get another DM. I got a DM. With this one, I'm not gonna get into it too much because this one involves the wife. I got a DM from people who are loved ones of the wife, and their concern mainly was that I posted her face, and they wanted to clarify to me that, oh no, she's not involved in this whole thing, because I wasn't sure now what was going on. Yeah, but because how is this guy like swindling money from my sister, and then next thing he's married? It's like, is the wife in on this? Yeah, but I wasn't sure. So they were just clarifying that, and then they also told me her situation and how he has also what he has done to her as well. But then, like, I don't want to, I said, like, I can't get into most of it because the issue with this particular victim is that most of these things she is in denial about them, and she's not aware of how she's being exploited. And so I don't now want to be, I don't want to seem vindictive by, like, you know, focusing on her and making her feel like this is about me being malicious towards her, because that's definitely not what I'm trying to do. And so that's why I have to tiptoe around what I say about particularly her as the third victim, based on how everything unfolded to me. She is the third victim. And so, yeah. Um, but it seems as if she's actually the main victim because they've been together for quite some time. But yeah, the girl works in London. And so at the time when he was with my sister, when he was telling her he wants to go to London, I guess, I don't know what his plan was. He probably was, I don't know what his plan was. She was going to go to London and use this lady to build a life and then dump her and then call my sister. I don't know. Or he was going to move to London and be with this lady and never reach out to my sister again. I don't know. But apparently the London story comes from Uguti. This lady works and lives in London. And so now apparently, or allegedly, because with that story, I have no facts because I haven't spoken to the actual victim directly. We only spoke briefly. She's not open to talking. Um, I'm assuming she's being manipulated by this guy still, but that's not my business and it's not my place to judge her. I do judge him though. 60K was maybe for Amalobol. Yeah, but yeah. So we think that's where that money went, probably towards Amalobol for the for the third victim. since I can't say names. Okay, anyways, then yeah, that's when we found out a lot of things. And then that also, Guti, his sister is also kind of in on this thing. Like she's always aware of all his girlfriends, and she refers to all the girlfriends as the wife or the one or our makoti. His sister, as you guys remember from the thing that I wrote, we found out via the sister posting on WhatsApp, but this guy is married. Yeah, bo. So the sister is friendly with all the girlfriends. So I guess she gives you the impression that you are the one, you are the main. Yeah, bo, Kanti. It's all just a fake lie. She's aware of all the other women that are in his life. And I think she's aware that he was a swindler. It's all just wild. And then, anyways, again, so that is the wife in my pyramid, or in how the story unfolded. The wife then became also a victim. So she's also now victim number 3. She is still a bit um, clouded by this man's lies, and I don't know what he is saying to her, but there's no helping her right now on my side. And I don't want to judge her on that. I just wish her well, and I hope that her mental health is, in a good state. And I hope, yeah, for her sake, I hope that she is strong enough to handle what this man is putting her through. And I hope that somehow, in some way, this video also kind of helps in opening her eyes and making her realize that this is not about jealousy, or it's not about like anyone feeling like, okay, we want this man. These victims don't want this man anymore. These victims are just concerned because this man is doing this thing, and is doing it to a lot of other women who don't deserve this. They don't deserve this. Even the wife doesn't deserve what she's going through right now. But if she's happy with this man, then who am I? You know what I'm saying? I would advise her to get out of that relationship, because this man is not going to stop doing what he's doing. And that's also part of the reason why I'm doing this video, to make everyone aware about this guy and what he does. Okay, and what he does. Guy, the thing about this guy is that, guys, he is not showing any remorse. You understand? He's just like so chilled about everything, as if like he's gotten so used to himself living this lifestyle that he sees nothing wrong with it. You understand? And that's why, oh, my French, and that's why this actually bothers me a lot. And the fact that he hasn't reached out to my sister with like a payment plan to say, okay, I'm sorry for like screwing you over. I'm gonna pay you back. Here's a payment plan. Something, Yana, just to move us forward. He hasn't. And that's when the fourth victim comes in. Fourth victim, Sharp. So after speaking to the loved ones of the wife, we were like, okay, Sharp, we agreed I'm gonna keep her out of this in terms of her identity, because also her reaction to this saga is different from all the other victims' reaction. Everyone else, all the other victims are concerned, and there's an outcry, whereas on her side, the wife's side, she is choosing to just like act like this thing is not happening. And again, I'm not going to judge her for that, so I'm just going to not talk much about her in this saga. For the victim, okay, Sharp, done talking to the loved ones of the wife, I get another DM. I first got messages on Facebook. There were a few messages on Facebook, and then I got a DM, and then I was like, okay, let me check this out as well, because I was like, okay, there's no way that there's more people. I couldn't believe. We talk. Victim tells me, okay, so my sister was with this guy for 3 years, and the wife. So victim number 2 is just a business that this guy, he owes the business imali. So that victim is not like relationship. There was nothing romantic going on there, as far as I know. Yeah, but the first victim, which is my sister, and the third victim, which is the wife. First victim, he was with that first victim for 3 years. Third victim, he was with that victim, I don't know, on and off, probably for I don't know how many years, probably over 5 years or whatever. I don't know. I don't even know when they got back together and ended up getting married, because this guy was still with my sister and still trying to get my sister back. So that's also weird. But this is when it became even weirder and stranger and did not make even more sense. For the victim told me that she told us that I was dating this guy for a year. And then when she said that, I was like, oh, what? What? So now this guy was dating my sister, dating the lady that he married, and dating this third lady, young girl. She's very young. Dating all these 3 girls at the same time. You understand? And I've noticed this guy has a type. He likes girls that are naturally gorgeous, very calm, women that are not huge on social media, as in like they don't like posting too much, they don't frequent social media. Sharp, okay. Then I spoke to her, and then she told me, yeah, I was dating this guy for a year, and everything that I read because like Anita is not, she's not big on social media, so a family member sent her the thing that I posted on Facebook, and then she was telling me everything I read there coincides with how he is also with her, and etc. etc. The thing of trying to push for a baby, and then he once mentioned trying to get money for going to Zimbabwe. Luckily, with this girl, I think also because she's younger, with this girl, she went through his phone. She used to go through his phone, and she was more aware of his shadiness, and she would like go through his phone, and that's how she knew a lot of the things that were going on and how this guy was kind of shady. Um, Sharp. Okay, and then we spoke sharp. Okay, fast forward because I'm almost out of time. Um, I spoke to her the whole day yesterday. This thing was happening the whole day yesterday. Was just a buzz for me. It became worse when this fourth victim then started showing me the chats that they've been having, how nonchalant this guy is about this entire thing. You understand? About this entire thing. This guy is very slick. He's very devious. Besides the fact that he's fraudulent. Yabon, he's just like a proper, actual, legit con artist, and he shows no remorse for all of this stuff. It's unacceptable. It's all just so unacceptable. It's unacceptable. So yeah, the message that this fourth victim showed me made me very uncomfortable and very upset. She dropped the bomb when she told me that she is pregnant. So victim number 4 is pregnant with this man's baby. You understand? Victim number 4 is pregnant. He owes the first victim 40K. Second victim owes that second victim 60K. Third victim, she's married to him and she had to pay for the whole entire thing. And she is now basically going to have to pay for everything that this man does, which is unfair. She does not deserve that. Fourth victim, they were also dating. They were in love. He also had plans to move her to London, apparently, and they were planning on moving in together. They were still together when she found out this story, as far as I'm aware of that timeline. They were still together when this guy was being exposed by me. That's when she found out that her boyfriend, this boyfriend of hers, actually had other women, and she dropped the bomb that she's pregnant. Oh, and apparently this guy allegedly married this lady for a spousal visa for him to be able to go to London. So we don't know what he's gonna do once he gets to London. Because once he's in London, he can swindle other women there, whatever. We don't know his plan. But his plan right now is to move to London via the woman that he has married and probably leave off of her until he gets on his feet and swindles other women. So that's also a bit more concerning. I think out of all the stories, this is the most concerning one. Because we don't know now what this man is capable of, especially after seeing the messages that he sends to the fourth victim. We don't know what this man is capable of. And so with all 4 victims right now, my goal with this video is to just try and get this guy to stop what he's doing. That's really all this is. And I understand that he moves with the intention of just selling women these tantalizing hopes and dreams, and gives you the impression that you guys have a future together. And how could you not believe that when you are in love with this person? Because he is also very loving, apparently. You know what I'm saying? And he is good looking. And he is like a nice guy when he's with you. Like I did say, even from my experience as someone who wasn't even in a relationship with him, I was even charmed by him as a person. He's a good person. He's a nice guy. He's a gentleman. Or at least that's how I experienced him. Yeah, understand. And me and my sister, we've never seen the dark side of him like that. Yeah, and so it is very concerning because now it's like, what else is there? What else are you hiding? Who else is out there and has been affected by this man? That is the biggest concern here. And I've been made aware that this is not even his real name. Golani apparently is not even his real name. Um, Guys, it's just beyond me at this point, and it's just getting out of control. And the best way for him to just shut this down is apologize to the woman that you've wronged. I know the fourth victim and I had a conversation this morning, and she was like, like he must just, accept that he has won. You won. You know what I'm saying? You won. You did what you did. You accomplished it. You succeeded. It's just a matter of what now you're just being exposed, and that's making you uncomfortable with you're being exposed. But it doesn't change the fact that you did what you did. Just accept. So what's now been exposed? Yes, I did it. I'm sorry. Like show some remorse. Some regrets. Nyana. He's not doing any of that. That's because he doesn't care. And so, guys, I think in closing, if anything, out of this video, I would like to get my sister's money back at this point, because other than that, my sister's fine. And the fourth victim also, I've been talking to her. We are close right now. She is fine. Yeah, her family knows about her pregnancy. She's going to keep the baby and try and move on with her life. And yeah, second victim also, she's going to handle her situation with this man who owes her 60K. And then like I said, my biggest concern right now is the third victim, the wife. And that this is not about her. Actually, this is not about her. This is about exposing the guy that she's with and showing all the women that this man is affected. This man is the way that he is, and this man is a liar, and this man is a user. You understand? So it's fine if you still want to be with someone like that. That's your personal choice. Like I personally cannot judge you on that. But I know your family is concerned, and you should be concerned about your own self as well. You should love yourself enough to be concerned about yourself and the things that you deserve. But again, I don't want to be disrespectful, and as a person who is in the business of helping other people, I am, mindful of the fact that like all of this is affecting your mental health. But at the same time, you're not the only victim. And at the beginning, I wasn't even aware that you were a victim. But at this point, we have many other victims, and the other victims are okay with me being open and being public about this guy, because I mean, this is all because of him. Understand? There wouldn't be a story to tell if this guy didn't do this. And I'm just telling that story. I'm just telling the facts and the truth of what this man has done. I'm not intending to inflict any sort of pain on any of the victims. This case, as far as I know, there's no gender-based violence situation, but it is abuse to try and manipulate, or to successfully manipulate someone into giving you their money and stuff like that. And you're lying to someone and giving them the impression that you have a future together, when you know for a fact that you are saying the same thing to like 3 other women or 2 other women. You know what I'm saying? That's not okay. That's not okay. And I want to expose that. And I hope that by doing this video, I have exposed that, and he's going to stop what he's doing and pay back my sister 40K, because that's her money that she worked hard for. Give it back. Give it back. Otherwise, there's nothing else I can say, okay, guys. I wish this man and his wife well. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. This is a swindler. This is a criminal. You understand? This is a con artist. You understand, Anna? You understand what I'm saying? That's what it is. And so, whether it's public, whether it's private, at the end of the day, it doesn't change the fact that he is what he is, and he's unapologetic about it, and he has no interest in trying to fix any of this. And so my interest is in exposing all of this, and I am happy to continue exposing. If more people come forward, I will be out here with more stories, and I'll keep you guys updated so that you know that there is this person who's doing this, and it is doing it and it's continuing. Then they will know about you, so you can do it openly now with no lies, because you want to continue doing it, and it's sharp. Pay back my sister your 40K. Handle your business. Thank you for watching this, and thank you to everyone who was sharing my posts and created the awareness around this situation. The truth is out there now, and that's all that should matter, is that the truth is out there, because this is the truth. And I am the voice for the voiceless right now. That's what it is. Peace out.